Let's go ahead and talk about the November 12th, 2025 episode of AEW Dynamite. This is Blood and Guts. And yeah, we kick off the show with the women's Blood and Guts match. Now, this is the first ever time that the women ever had a Blood and Guts match. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, there was a lot of people on each side. You had the TBS champion, Mercedes Moné, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue versus Toni Storm, the AEW Women's World Champion, Kris Statlander, Mina Shirakawa, Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale, and Alex Windsor. So yeah, we get to this women's Blood and Guts match. And this match, it was a pretty good one. Out of the first two that started off with Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale. And yeah, they was beating the hell out of each other, in between the steel cages and all that. They had kendo sticks that was wrapped around barbed wire and all that stuff. And then we started seeing every single woman coming down to the ring. Like after those two women started off, we see Julia Hart coming down there. And then Alex Windsor, and then we see Tekla coming down there, and then we see Kris Statlander coming down there, and yeah, we just seen so many women coming down there. This match, we seen Sky Blue busted open during this, same for Kris Statlander and a bunch of other women as well, like Marina Shafir and so many others. So yeah, a lot of people was busted open in this match. We seen Kris Statlander fall into a bed of nails at one point in this one. We see Mercedes Moné using a bunch of her titles, beating down the women, and at one point, her and Kris Statlander was like on the side of the steel cage, and we see Kris Statlander hit a Samoan drop off the side of the steel cage onto Mercedes through a table, taking her out. And then there was some cool moments in this one, like we see Marina Shafir stepping onto some glass and just stomping on people with the glass on the bottom of her feet. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then at the ending of this match, we see Marina Shafir putting Mina Shirakawa in a chokehold while the other women was just holding Toni Storm back. And we see all the other women laid out, and Toni Storm couldn't do nothing to help Mina Shirakawa, while we see Megan Bayne just whipping Mina with the title belt at one point. And then Toni Storm pretty much gave up. So yeah, she says that she gives up. And then that's when we see Team Mercedes Moné picking up the win over Team Kris Statlander. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match though. And then after the match ended, we see Toni Storm trying to fight back and everything, breaking up the submission immediately, but then she got beat down by a bunch of women as well. So yeah, that's what happened there in that match. That match, it was a pretty good one. I'll give it 4.5 stars. Just while it was a pretty good women's Blood and Guts match right there. But yeah, still a lot more stuff to come later on tonight. We got the men's Blood and Guts match in the main event. Not only that, we're going to be seeing Hangman Adam Page versus Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And we're going to be seeing a lot more stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then.